I'm Julie Ward, and I work at Northridge Elementary, and I live here in Bismarck.
Tell me about your education.
I went to Minot State for 4 years, and then I taught a year, and then I went back for my master's for 2 more years.
Why do you like your job?
Because I get to go to school every day, which I love, and I enjoy working with children and watching their light bulbs light up when they have their aha moments, and just how excited they are to come to school and be with their friends and learn new things. And
how many hours do you normally work?
Well, besides the school day, probably 2 more hours each night, and then a lot of times I'm here on the weekends. I have 3 children, so I try not to be here as much, but probably 2 additional hours. So I don't know. Probably 50, 60 hours.
How would you describe the pace at which you work?
Fast moving, and especially with children, like if you give them too much lull time, they're not sure what to do. So we kind of go from one thing to the next, but we stop and we review. But it is busy. It's very busy.
How has your education prepared you for your career?
It gave me the skills and the knowledge to know what I'm supposed to teach. And by taking classes like in classroom management, you kind of have your bag of tricks to try to help motivate the children. And then my master's classes focused on like deeper thinking, making sure, like as far as like reading, that I'm making sure I'm not missing anyone, that they're all becoming successful readers and mathematicians and things like that.
Have you worked in other jobs like this?
Nope, this is my 15th year of teaching in the Bismarck Public Schools. So.
Why did you choose this career?
Because I felt like I could offer something to the education profession because of how much I enjoyed teaching, and I had great role models that were my teachers, and so I guess I just wanted to follow in their footsteps and help kids enjoy school, not think of it as a chore or a job.
When did you decide that you wanted to be a teacher?
Probably when I was a junior in high school.
What goals do you have in your career?
Well, I still want to keep teaching in the classroom, but I do see myself possibly as like working in the college scene, maybe overseeing student teachers. And part of me would like to open a preschool because I really enjoy the little ones.
What do you think it takes to be successful in this career?
That you always have to be willing to learn more, because everything keeps changing. Kids are changing, so you have to be willing to take classes, be up on technology, know what the children are interested in. You just have to be willing to be flexible and wanting to learn more.
Do you travel for your job?
No. Only to go to like their extracurricular activities.
What do you find are the most difficult decisions to make?
Let's see. Probably like what intervention is best suited for that child. Like if they're really struggling, what would be the best strategy to use to help them?
Do you work independently or on a team?
Well, we all have, every grade level has a team, so it's nice you can bounce ideas off of, and then you can reflect and you can just work together to try to figure out what would be best.
And any advice that you give to a young person who might be interested in teaching?
That, I guess the biggest thing would be teaching has many more rewards than what I think a lot of people think. And if you really do enjoy children and have their best interest at heart, then it would be the profession for you. It's all about the kids, really.
Okay, we're done.
That's it.